You are listening to the Your Empty Nest Coach podcast. Christine? Yes, Christine? You know, with the social distancing implemented due to COVID-19, that your listeners may not be in an empty nest right now. And they may be struggling with an unexpected full nest. I mean, listen to that racket in the kitchen. Ooh, you're right about that. You are listening to the Not So Empty Nest podcast with Coach Christine. Is that better? I think at least for the near future, it might be a good call. Sounds like a plan. Before we get started, please remember that you may leave me audio feedback at any time through my SpeakPipe link or Google Voice number. If you find yourself wanting to offer advice to my listeners or talking back to me during the episode, I invite you to submit your thoughts there. You'll find the links to do this in the description of the episode. On Apple Podcasts, click Details. On Spotify, click See More. On Overcast, press the I for Information button. Get the idea? Of course, I always have full show notes with links to anything I discuss in this episode and a full episode transcription on my website. Those reside at youremptynestcoach.com/P for podcast and 85 for this episode's number. I can't wait to hear from you. Hello, my lovely empty nest, or not so empty nest right now, friend. How is your nest doing? How's your mind doing? Are you busy training your protector? This episode wraps up my 12-episode Not So Empty Nest series. My next episode will return us to regularly scheduled Friday Coaching Concepts episodes and look for the 2020 Quick Tips team to return in your feed in a couple of weeks. Our family has been in full social distancing mode for 17 days now. We are pretty well set. Our daughter has a nice routine, but the newness of being home is wearing off, and there are a few more moments of, I miss my friends, I miss college, I miss in-person classes, of course, as is to be expected. But thankfully, the overall adjustment seems to be going well. We all have our routines. My husband gets his runs in, I walk throughout the day, and my daughter is just dancing for her exercising. This sounds silly, but a big change for us is that for the last year or so, my husband had been our grocery shopper. But due to the restrictions and his immune system, I removed that responsibility from him and told him yesterday that I'll be doing it for the next year, at least. I think I said that out loud more for me to mentally prepare for that timeline. I have to say, it took some getting used to doing the shopping again. He has spoiled me. But knowing that I have one trip a week and we get what we get makes it easier. Thankfully, I have always headed to the store with a list and, as close to the order of the aisle setup as possible. Does that shock you? And I rarely stray away from the list, so I managed to get in and out within 30 minutes this week. That is a win. It is officially spring here, so the balance of getting out to walk for some fresh air with dealing with seasonal allergies is full on, but I'll take that. The three of us are healthy and safe. We have others in our family who are in the vulnerable population, so there are the concerns that pop into my mind, of course, but ultimately I need to watch my protector and make sure that the well-meaning concerns don't become the spotlight within my fence, which would easily consume energy that I can spend on other things. When I can take action, awesome. When I can't, that protector needs to be trained well. I realized this morning that while no, our nest may not be empty at the moment, there will come a time when our children, will head back out of our homes, and we are going to be gifted with the opportunity to begin our empty nest journey once again. This is what we all hope for, isn't it? We have the opportunity now to think about what we thought about last time and to level up our journey this time around. Whether you are listening to this in the midst of COVID-19 restrictions or you are listening to this episode years later, these moments, no matter where you are in life, have challenges, but they also have opportunities. Opportunities for growth in you. Opportunities for new connections with your now young adult or adult child in a way that empowers both of you to be a bit more ready the next time they leave the nest. And an opportunity to show your child what it is like to know who you are meant to be outside of the role of mother. Show them that you are more than a mom. You are so much more than that, my friend. Being a mother is wonderful, but that is only one aspect of who you are. I believe with all my heart that you, my future empty nest friend, are freaking amazing. And while you may need a little guidance to find who you are meant to be, that version of you will be the best GPS in your life moving forward. Whether she's future you outside of COVID-19 restrictions or future you 2 years down the road, she knows you best. Oh my gosh, yes, they are home now, but one day, for most of us, they will leave again. While that may bring up tremendous emotions for you, joyous or heart-wrenching, you are strong enough to move through those emotions and to process through them, knowing that the happenings of your life aren't the cause of your happiness. The work you do on your thoughts toward training your protector and to using future you as your GPS will bring you peace no matter where your child resides. I believe this, and it is what motivates me in all that I do. Why did I do this Not So Empty Nest series? Well, I've had people say, great podcast, Christine, but my nest isn't empty. And I recognize that this is a reality for many. Now I have a starting part for those who are dealing with the unexpected full nest. When you are the conscious, effective Olympian or CEO of your life, you can handle it all, full nest or not. And I have created this podcast to introduce you to my concepts. Should you be ready to dive in with guidance, I have a monthly membership program to support you in the start and the maintenance of your journey. As one thing that I have discovered along the way is that it's easy for our protector to take back over when we aren't in a group of others who are on the same journey. So empty nest or not, please know that I'm here for you. Yes, I'm wrapping the Not So Empty Nest series up for now, but that doesn't mean you need to stop listening to me. After all, you now know that my concepts apply to all areas of your life. If you've enjoyed listening to my podcast episodes, I invite you to check out the links I have in show notes because you'll see I reference other episodes often, and you'll find what applies best to you there. As of this recording, I have 84 other episodes for you to listen to, and we'll have more coming out weekly. So be sure to subscribe to my podcast. It is free after all. Also, head to my website and check out when my next free support group call is happening. The link will be at the top of my page. All you need to do is enter your time zone, then click through to view all of my available group support call times. Register for 1 or 3 calls. We are typically an intimate group of people, so take advantage of that. And of course, I have my GPS support flock available to you as well. Links for all of these will be in my show notes. I'm thrilled you joined me for this series, friend. I appreciate you more than words can say. And from my family to yours, I wish you a safe and healthy day, week, month, and year ahead. As always, please remember that you are amazing. Bye. Thanks. Thank you. A huge shout out to every member of my GPS support flock. I invite you to fly on over to my website or see my show notes for a link to learn how you may become a GPS support flock member, where you will gain access to all of my programs, monthly workshops, group coaching, and more. See you there. But knowing I have one trip a week and we get what we make to be a bit more ready the next time they need. Because you'll see I reference episodes.